Hi there, welcome back to another slow ramble with me, writer and mental health advocate Tobe Allen. I'm also one half of the BARROW Podcast, the show that I'm doing with my mum at the moment, where we are recording ourselves talking about things like divorce, dysfunctional families and mental illness, while also trying to write a memoir together. So lately I've been thinking about slowness and male drive and craftsmanship. If you follow any of this, then you know that I'm sort of in the process of overhauling mental and physical health and pursuing writing again anew with the project I'm working on with Mum. And I'm going out, exercising, writing, doing these things, and I'm thinking about what is the sustainable best way for me to approach these things, right? And I think at the moment we're in such an outcome-driven culture, but I think, also men, maybe young men, are pretty susceptible to that kind of give it 100%, kill yourself, that kind of push, push, push mentality. And certainly culturally, we're obsessed with bigger and faster, and we live in this kind of sped up culture with these sped up lifestyles that are connected 24 hours, 7 days a week with media cycles and all sorts of things. I don't need to tell you about all of that. So what does a slower approach look like at the moment? And, what's that about? So for me, rather than concentrating on outcomes, like, I don't know, with writing words per day, with going to the gym, how much weight I'm lifting, or any of these sorts of things, rather than trying to measure these results, I'm trying to develop a relationship with the craft of my pursuits. So, and I think this is something that, we should be mindful of at the moment is this idea of craftsmanship. Mastering a craft brings you a lot of joy. And one of the things that I have always liked about writing, and it's actually one of the things that I always liked about fitness as well, was that it's a slow, laborious process. It's not about the outcome of what you do in a day. It's simply about having consistent days over a really long span of time. We're talking months, we're talking years. And that's how you develop. You grow really, really slowly. Things like writing and things like going to the gym, they prove that dedication does pay off. You don't have to sacrifice yourself ridiculously. You can just, in a very small way, cordon yourself off for half an hour or 1 hour or 2 hours each morning and practice something. But you're not going to get better that day. And you're probably not going to get better that week. So how do you deal with that? I think that the culture we have now is designed to elicit impatience in us. We're going to get frustrated. And this is, I suppose, an argument for slowness. So developing that real relationship with craft, whether it's something like lifting weights, whether it's writing, whatever it is, developing that relationship with the craft aspect of what you're doing, that's going to be the sustainable thing in the long run. Similarly, when it comes to whether it's diet, whether it's writing a book, whether it's any of these slower craft-based practices, you really need principles rather than rules. Rules are really hard and fast, and when we make rules, I think we're susceptible to punishing ourselves for not adhering to them. But if you have guiding principles, which are a little bit more flexible, and they're not built on a foundation of good, bad, I follow the rule, good, I break the rule, bad, punishment. If you just adhere to a principle in life, that's better in this aspect that I'm talking about, these slower pursuits. So that's something I'm trying to keep mindful of at the moment. while I am writing and producing words. I'm not trying to write my essay that day. I know it's going to take weeks to get in shape and months for it to get, perfected. And the same thing with, losing some weight and getting back into a healthier body and mindset. It's not going to happen from one gym session where you just kill yourself. It's going to be a sustained effort over, several years. So making an argument for slowness, I hope everybody can find a way to slow down and connect with the things they're doing. And let me know in the comments if you have something in your life that you feel connected to that keeps you, slower, that slows you down. What do you do for yourself? As always, if you find anything I say on these small rambles videos that I'm starting to call them, if you find them interesting, then you're definitely going to like the BARROW podcast that I do with Mum. So links and further information are in the description to today's video, and you can find further links on the homepage to this YouTube channel. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Bye.